Hi there, my name is Phil Anderson and I'm running for United States Senate to represent Wisconsin. It's been another big week for the Anderson for U.S. Senate campaign, and I've got some good news. Our poll numbers came out today. We're holding steady at 8%, which is good because we're massively outspent by both Democrat Russ Feingold and Republican Ron Johnson. Also had a number of media appearances this week. I was on an interview with Channel 3 here in Madison, got quoted in an interview at CBS 58 in Milwaukee. I'm sure I'm forgetting something too. Wisconsin Radio Network did an interview with them. And of course the big news of the week, you might think, is that Gary Johnson is going to be in Milwaukee tomorrow night. I'll be speaking before him at that event, and I'm looking forward to that. There should be about 1,000 people there. If you still aren't aware of that event, it's at Serb Hall at 7 o'clock. The rally starts at 7. The doors open at 6, 5101 West Oklahoma Avenue in Milwaukee. So if you want to go, just show up. You don't have to have a ticket. You don't have to RSVP, although RSVPs are appreciated. Governor Gary Johnson, Libertarian candidate for president, will be in Milwaukee tomorrow night. A bunch of people will be there, and I'll be speaking before him. But the thing I'm most proud of is today I found out that I received the endorsement of the Libertarian Party Radical Caucus. Now that might not sound like all that meaningful to some of you. However, it's important to me because while their name is the Libertarian Party Radical Caucus, it's not that they're that radical in the way that you might think of it. Their views of libertarianism and what it means to be a libertarian are right down the middle to the core principles of what it means to be a libertarian. The adherence to the non-aggression principle, the idea of private property, and the idea that taxation is theft, and being uncompromising in those principles. It doesn't matter so much if you win elections. If you've strayed from principles, then you've done harm to the party and to the idea that people should have that we all have the right to live our lives as we choose, as long as we don't interfere with the rights of others to do the same. It's important to stay focused on that message, and if that means we win elections, great. But we should not stray from telling the truth about about how humans should live together, how human society should be constructed, and how there should be as little government as possible. Actually, almost no government, and only that government which is by consent. I agree with all those sentiments. As your senator, it won't be very easy to implement a whole lot of that right away. But the idea is that we get things moving in the right direction by limiting the federal government, fighting against taxation, bringing our troops home. All those things. However, I do agree with them 100%, and I think that's why they endorse me, that the ideas that we fight for are truth, the truth of human nature, the non-aggression principle, respect for private property, and people to live their lives as they choose. So I'm very grateful for that. Thanks, all you members of the Libertarian Party Radical Caucus. That's all we have for tonight. I don't know what we're posting tomorrow night. We'll be in Milwaukee kind of late, so maybe it'll be something from the Gary Johnson rally, maybe not. I'm not sure. But regardless, thanks for following along. Thanks for your contributions and your help and your support and your love and your prayers. I appreciate it very, very much. Thanks, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.